Mayor Patrick on South Georgia. I've got several items that I wanted to talk to you about on the agenda, and the first one is code enforcement. I went by when at the end of 2012 we supposedly had about 80 citations that had been given. Very few, if any, of those ever went to magistrate court. So I went up there to see how many cases for code enforcement had been through magistrate court since January, and this was printed out for me at the middle of last week. And we have 8 cases of solid waste disposal violations. None of them were in Alcovy Shores, none of them were in Rollwood Cove, none of them were in Turtle Cove. These were areas that everybody said that we were going to work on. I know, Carl, you and Craig both made an issue of that during your campaigns. That this was an area that we were going to keep watching, but none of these have been there. So this area is still not up to par at all. If you haven't ever driven through there, then you need to go drive through there. I know, I think every one of you have been out there before, so you know what it's like out there, but it needs to certainly be continued with that. I do want to say thank you to Sheriff Hope. He has done a lot more patrols out there than had ever been before, but there are still significant problems out there, especially with solid waste issues. The other thing is the Jackson Lake Road speed limit. I read in your packet that it said there was some confusion over that. And when I was on the board, we went through all this. We had public hearings, and we had everything else that we were supposed to do with the advice and the guidance of our county attorney, who is Mr. Jim Alexander here. And I think maybe he can tell you, but we lowered the limit to 45 miles an hour, and there were signs posted at that time. Not enough signs, but they did post signs on both sides of the Jackson Lake Road. And it appears now that, according to what was in your packet, none of this was done right. So, Mr. Alexander, again, you're going to have to look to him to see why it wasn't done right, because we spent quite some time on that, and that speed limit is lowered to 45. And, of course, you're going to have enough resources to patrol it. It doesn't matter that the speed limit's 15. If there's nobody out there patrolling it, it doesn't matter what the speed limit is. And the last thing is I'm a little concerned about the Rockdale County brick for $100. I just wonder how many people in Jasper County are going to go up to Conyers and look at a brick that you pay $100 for. I think that is kind of honestly a waste of money. And if we were real interested in doing something like that, we might want to start our own veterans walk instead of spending $100 for Rockdale County, which is nothing more than make them money. So, thank you for your time.
Okay.